The following program is a production of HEW Entertainment and contains views, opinions, commentaries, and content that may offend some subscribers of this show. Listener discretion is advised.
It's that time once again for HEW Entertainment Radio.
And that's all I got to say about that.
Hosted by Jonathan Clarke.
The beat! The man! You gotta beat the man! Whoa!
Be sure to join us in the live chat room during the show.
Hulkamania is running wild like it's never ran before.
Call us on one of our request lines. If you live in the United States, call us at 1-641-985-7800, box number 3729288. If you're from Canada and would like to call us from 1-647-724-4194, box number 3729288. Long distance charges may apply in some areas.
I've been the world heavyweight champion 10 times.
Or you can always drop us a line at MySpace, myspace.com/HEW Entertainment.
And you will rest in peace.
Emailing us works for you too. Email us hewwrestling@hotmail.com.
I am a wrestling god. JBL.
And now, without any further ado, here is your host of HEW Entertainment Radio on the official website of HEW Entertainment, Jonathan Clarke.
The champ is here.
Streaming live on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. HEW Entertainment Radio is inviting you to comment on our video blogs, join the conversation, and like us. So what are you waiting for? Log on and listen now. Don't miss out on any of the action. Download our app on the App Store, Google Play, and the official website of HEW Entertainment. Once you download and install it, you'll get caught up on news, YouTube videos, and more. Download it now.
I would like to believe that I am not the only wrestling fan who feels the way they do about Bray Wyatt and his underutilization and how much he's been overshadowed, at least within the last 3 years of WWE. I think it's time to get the ball rolling creatively for every member of the Wyatt family, not just Bray Wyatt, and come up with something creatively for Bray Wyatt and every member of the Wyatt family to do in WWE before it's too late. And I hope it's not too late to get the ball rolling creatively with Bray Wyatt. I say that with 100% confidence because he is one of the most unpredictable characters who's just kind of been there for a very long time. It seems like Bray Wyatt has been there for forever, and nothing has been done creatively with his character. Here's a guy who's been with WWE at least 3 to 4 years, and he hasn't won a major singles championship, and he hasn't been in the main event enough. And I really hate to say that about Bray Wyatt, because I thought by October of 2013, Bray Wyatt would have been at least WWE World Heavyweight Champion at least once in his career, and he would be cutting these phenomenal promos about being champion and having taken over in WWE. But here we are in 2016. We're coming up on October of 2016, a couple of months away from it, and Bray Wyatt is still in the same position he was 3 years ago, not winning championships and not in the main events enough. He's been in main events before, but he's not been in the main event enough, and that's, I think, a really big concern, or should be a really big concern for every person who ever said they were a fan of Bray Wyatt and this character. I think it's a far more exuberant character than what Husky Harris ever was as part of NXT Season 2, and I think this character can really go the distance in WWE if ever given that opportunity. But here's the thing, he hasn't been given this opportunity enough. He's been given this opportunity before, but he hasn't been given it enough, and I think they really need to roll with the ball of Bray Wyatt having something done in the way of being put over. 1 or 2 matches with John Cena and The Undertaker is one way of looking at it, but say more main events with The Undertaker and John Cena, even Randy Orton or Dean Ambrose, would make me more satisfied about the direction of Bray Wyatt's character. It would leave me more satisfied about the direction of Bray Wyatt's character like it's not doing right now, and that's unfortunate about Bray Wyatt's character. That's the unfortunate thing about it. I think Bray Wyatt can be in these main events more often, and I think more of an opportunity can be given to him to really show us what he's capable of doing. And the thing is about Bray Wyatt is that he's had this opportunity before, but I think there are more opportunities out there for Bray Wyatt to create with the new talent. You see wrestlers like Bray Wyatt versus Sami Zayn, or Bray Wyatt versus Dean Ambrose, or Bray Wyatt versus Roman Reigns. How about a returning Seth Rollins? There are so many people Bray Wyatt could create with and have issues with for Bray Wyatt's future in WWE, and I think that's one of the most promising things that has been overshadowed long enough in WWE is the future of someone like a Bray Wyatt, who can easily be considered as a top contender or a future WWE World Heavyweight Champion, rather than just playing up to the whole idea of the Roman Empire and Roman Reigns taking over in WWE in the fall of the WrestleMania 32, which was supposed to have been the biggest WrestleMania of all time. And if it was supposed to have been the biggest WrestleMania of all time, how come the Wyatt family were not on the card this year for WrestleMania? How come the Wyatt family did not factor into the fall of WrestleMania 32 more than what we expected them to do as wrestling fans? They were on the poster for Payback just last Sunday, and really something should have been done more creatively than what was being done with the Wyatt family. I mean, going into the pay-per-view, we had altercations between Bray Wyatt and Roman Reigns that seemed to be revolving around the championship and Bray Wyatt's desire to want to be champion, but nothing was really ever done creatively with the Wyatt family until now, and it's only now the Wyatt family are being taken far more seriously after the last 3 years. I mean, give me a fucking break. The Wyatt family were some of the most creative characters that you brought in as part of the new talent initiative, and you kept undermining them and undermining them and undermining them for far long enough. And I think a fair share of criticism was thrown towards the Wyatt family, and deservedly so. I don't blame people for being as critical or choosing to be as critical towards the Wyatt family and all of its members as what they were, because nothing was being done with the Wyatt family when they first showed up as members of NXT's roster and then came over from NXT's roster to the WWE active roster on Raw and SmackDown. I think they should have been taken far more seriously than what they were. Yeah, they were factoring in to main events with John Cena, like at the Royal Rumble a couple of years ago when they cost John Cena the opportunity to be WWE Champion, and then they went from that to having a feud with John Cena by WrestleMania 30. That was one way of looking at it, but they should have kept doing that with Bray Wyatt. What did he do after feuding with John Cena? I think that was just the proving ground for Bray Wyatt, and he didn't really prove a lot, or prove enough, rather, to WWE creative, and that's why Bray Wyatt went from main events with John Cena to matches with The Undertaker, just one match with The Undertaker, and then nothing creatively was done with his character. He loses to The Undertaker, who was returning from having the streak ended at the hands of Brock Lesnar the year prior at WrestleMania 30, and at WrestleMania 31, it's Bray Wyatt versus The Undertaker, something that could have had something far more creatively done with the storyline, and the only thing that was done as a spin-off of the match between Bray Wyatt and The Undertaker at WrestleMania 31 was the Wyatt family feuding with the Brothers of Destruction, where the Brothers of Destruction were victorious by the time it was all said and done, and again Bray Wyatt was busted down to the middle card, something he didn't deserve to have happen to him, nor did any member of the Wyatt family, especially with the introduction of Braun Strowman, and especially off the introduction of Braun Strowman, I think last year in the fall of the SummerSlam. You would have thought something far more productive would have been done with the Wyatt family, but still nothing was done creatively with them. It's like they're trying to do something creative with the Wyatt family, but they're holding the Wyatt family back from having reached their fullest potential, something they should have had reached a long time before now. It should have happened long before now. Something far more creatively and far more exuberant should have happened for the Wyatt family, and I can understand where the frustration is coming from and why it's all happening the way it is, why it's falling into place for every wrestling fan or every fan who ever said they were a fan of either Bray Wyatt or every member of the Wyatt family. I like the expansion of the Wyatt family from 3 to 4 members, because it seemed like, 3 members, they were significant, but I think 4 members makes them far more significant and stands out more for them than anything they ever did before ever did. And I think that's something great for the Wyatt family, and that's why I thought something more promising was going to happen for the Wyatt family than what's happened up to this point. 3 years into your career, saying that you haven't won a championship or saying that you haven't been in more main events than what you probably should be credited for having been in, is really disastrous, and I thought by now at least Bray Wyatt would have been at least champion at least once in his career, or one of the members of the Wyatt family would have turned on the leader of the Wyatt family, Bray Wyatt, in the way of saying Eric Rowan and Luke Harper. Even Luke Harper could have easily turned on Bray Wyatt when his